So when you first started going to Europe and playing, how old were you then?
I was 14 when I went to, or 13 when I went to my first Euro tour.
So this is like your parents fund this, or someone else? Do you have a sponsor?
No. What happened was when I was the very first Euro tour I went to, I was sponsoring myself because I spent my own money out of my own pocket and did really good. I finished in the last 32, my very first Euro tour. And then my father passed away when I was 13, and 2 years later, after like tough times, one guy. So I was always going to the pool room in Moscow, trying to hustle people. I was always
at 13.
At 13, yeah. I mean,
Wow.
I was really passionate about the game, and after school, I was always going to the pool room, trying to play with somebody. I mean, cheap, like $10, $20, trying to make something. And also, it's good practice for me because, I mean, the more you play, the better you play.
Yeah.
And there was one guy, his name is Mike Nikolaev, and I know he was playing worse than me, and we were playing for like $15 per set. So I was going and, thinking that, it's free money, $45, win a couple of sets, and go back home. I get there, and I only had like $20 with me. I had no money. And I ended up losing all of the sets, all 3 sets. I don't know how it happened, but I lost everything, and I told him that I'll pay him later. And then the same evening, he messaged me, you know what, we have to meet again tomorrow. And when I came to the pool room, he offered me a sponsorship. He said, I'll take care of you. You can pick whatever cue you want, and we have to plan your career, and if you really want to make it, then I'll help you.
Really? Just one match? You played one set against each other?
No, we played 3 sets.
3 sets.
I lost
so 3
all
sets.
of them.
Yeah, but even though you lost, he still saw so much potential in you that he wanted to sponsor you. That's interesting.
Yeah. There was a lot of situations like this in my life, honestly, that I'm grateful, and it's absolutely amazing how it happened. After this, we started with some European tournaments. I went to Norway, Sweden, some Euro tours, and I wasn't really winning, but I had a slightly progression, and I was always practicing and trying to get better. And like I said, with Johan Reising coming to Russia as a national coach at the same time, that was perfect timing, because Mike told me that we can possibly work with Johan individually later on, which happened, and that's how it all started.
That's so fortunate.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that crazy how that works? How one encounter with someone can change your entire life.
Oh yeah, Mike and his brother Vladimir, they helped me so much, and it's crazy how it happened. Then we went to Derby City Classic. People saw how I play, and then
How old were you then?
16.
16 at the Derby City.
So Mike,
They wouldn't even let you in this year, right? I think you have to be.
Last year they changed the rules because of the casino.
Yeah.
And I didn't play the year before.
Well, it used to be on a boat, right?
Yeah.
Which is like, there's a term, riverboat gambler. I was good friends with this guy who was a really hilarious pool player who used to call everybody, oh, he's a riverboat gambler. Like everybody who is like a wild, crazy gambler, he would call a riverboat gambler. So I thought it was so appropriate when they moved Derby City to an actual riverboat.
Yeah.
But I would imagine, like, do they have to deal with waves? Does the boat move?
I don't know.
I mean, that sounds stupid for pool.
It is.
I mean, unless that sucker's anchored into the ground, like it's going to move around. Like the balls could shift.
Yeah.
Like if somebody drives by and leaves a big wake,
Yeah.
the tables could move a little bit.
So yeah, what happened was then the year after, I came to Derby and I did good in that invitational tournament. And on the side, I used to always hustle and do something like bet on the matches and trying to win a little more. And then actually what it was, I was playing that invitational Temple tournament, and me and my friend Maxim, who was a pool player with me on the trip, we used to bet on me playing in that tournament on every match. And we didn't know the person that we were betting on. It was Alan and Jason, the brother that came with me today.
Ah.
So we were betting and betting and betting, and then I think the final match, I got into the finals. I played Roberto Gomez. We asked him if you want to double or nothing or bet again, and they said no, we're good. So I ended up losing, and then they were staking Skylar Woodward at the time. They were putting Skylar in the tournament, and I drew Skylar in round 10 of Derby City Classic and beat him 9-1.
Wow.
Yeah, that year.
He's very good.
Oh yeah, he is. He's still a top player today.
Yeah.
And that's how I met the other two brothers, Alan and Jason. And that's another.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Then.
Well, was Skylar on the Mosconi Cup this year? Was he on the U.S. team?
Yeah.
The Mosconi Cup, for people who don't know, is a really amazing event that they put on where it's every year. It's in December?
It's
November,
either
December?
end of November or beginning of December.
It's a team match between Europe and the United States. So you have all the top European players, and they play all sorts of different ways. They play individually, one-on-one. They play 2 versus 2, which is very interesting. Like, if you and I were playing 2 versus 2, and we were on the same team, you would make a shot and leave position for me, and then I would make a shot and leave position for you, which is interesting because some of the guys are left-handed and some of the guys are right-handed, so you have to leave position for a left-handed shot.
Yeah.
Where where it would be awkward for you to reach if you're right-handed, but it's perfect for left-handed. So there's a lot of like weird thinking, and then on top of that, there's the wildest crowd in all of pool.
Oh yeah.
But they're great because they're quiet when the player's down on the ball.
Yeah, I mean they know what's going on. I mean,
Yes.
all of them are pool fans, and they know when they can yell and when
I
they
wanted to
can't.
get out to Vegas to see it this year, but I was just too busy. I really wanted to go because it looks like so much fun to watch on TV because there's so much screaming and cheering when someone makes a shot, and then everybody quiets down again.
Yeah, this year that was as wild as it could be, I think.
Yes, it was very wild.
Yeah.
And Europe won this year.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you weren't allowed to play for the European team.
I was allowed, but I
You were
wasn't.
They didn't pick you.
I wasn't picked. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
I
I think
mean,
that's bullshit.
yeah, I think so
I
too.
think it's bullshit.